What's up, people? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Sun is just coming up. I'm up early because I'm getting up super early these days. Not sleeping that much, but finding that I don't really need that much sleep. So yeah, just wanted to do a little short video, touch base, check in. Today is an amazing day. It's a culmination of over a year's planning, preparation, and dedication and work. As one of my teachers, Curtis, is coming into town, picking him up from the airport this afternoon, and he's going to be teaching a workshop, Tai Chi workshop, here in Wilmington, Delaware. I'm in Newcastle right now, old historic Newcastle. As you can see, all the bricks everywhere. Love this town. But nonetheless, this is just a testament to staying consistent, surrendering to the path, doing the work, and not giving up, staying encouraged, and amazing things happening. So, nonetheless, I think just wanted to share a couple things real quick because I was talking about consciousness recently on one of my channels, and also had a very long guided meditation that I did last night on a coaching call for some guys that I work with. And it occurred to me that most people, even when they're meditators, they don't necessarily go into the non-dual space. And so some of the things that I was talking about, I could tell was like going over their head, and they kind of wanted to disprove what I was saying and argue. Not the guys in the coaching call, but just some people, random people on Facebook and such, people I don't even know. But nonetheless, it was funny because I was like, well, there's no argument here. I'm just stating what my experience is and inviting you to take a look for yourself. If you don't want to take a look, if you don't want to open your mind to what's possible, that's fine. I don't have any dog in the race. This is just my own experience and what I found to be extraordinarily helpful and powerful realizations. So basically I was talking about how awareness is existing prior to thought, and that we have choice, but there is no chooser. There is no one who is choosing. And the guy was like, well, I chose to do this and that, blah, blah, blah. Like, I get it, right? There is choice, and there is a sense of I doing things. But if you notice, if you really want to see this, you can just take a look for yourself and notice how everything that arises in your awareness could be called an object of consciousness, right? Your consciousness is the subject, you are the subject. And whatever appears in your awareness is, by its very nature, an object of consciousness. Now, whether that is a thought, or whether it is a feeling, an emotion, an energy rising within you, or whether it's the physical objects here in the world around you. Could be your body, that's another object. The contents of your mind are objects, you are aware of them, right? So the of them part is the object part of the deal. And so, oh God, so gorgeous out. Check out that sun. I don't know if you can see the sunrise, it's just peeking up. Beautiful. So if we look at this, we have subject and object, right? We live in the world of duality. Everything is a subject or an object. And you are the ultimate subject of your experience. Everything you experience is the object of your experience, the object of your consciousness, and you are the ultimate subject. But most of us are identified with our bodies, our minds, our past, our history, our stories, the relationships we have, our opinions and things. We're very identified with these things, and identified means that we subjectify them in a sense. So we make them into a subject in a sense, right? We think that that's who we are. But as one of my teachers used to always say, if you can be aware of it, then you can't be it. Right? So once again, if I am aware of something, then I'm not that thing. Now what can I be aware of? I can be aware of the body, so I'm not the body. The body is an appearance. It's an object. It appears within consciousness. I can be aware of my name. I can be aware of the memories associated with this body and this mind. I can be aware of the thoughts that are arising in my mind. And again, most of us, we just identify with the thoughts. It's normal, right? It's how our society is set up and built, and it's functional, right? It's helpful to know that this body belongs to me, and right, your body belongs to you, and I don't go over to your house and accidentally open your door without knocking, thinking, oh, well, it's all one, man, you know, right? So functional. It's functional to have a sense of differentiation. This is the basic premise of what the ego is, right? As in terms of just its functioning nature, we need to have a healthy functioning ego to operate in this society. And there's nothing wrong with that. But if you want to see the deeper truth, the deeper reality, then you can start to look and examine these things for yourself. So again, if I can be aware of it, then that means I am not it. So if we look again, the body is here. I can be aware of the body. But what is it that is aware of the body? Is it possible to apperceive that subjective nature, the consciousness, the awareness, that which cannot be objectified? So again, thoughts, my memories that I'm identified with, are those me? No, obviously there are appearances. They arise within consciousness, they appear for a while, and then they settle back down, or they dissolve into nothingness. And this is how everything is. And so once again, if I want to know the true nature of reality, the true nature of self, which is called self-realization, then I have to start to differentiate and see through the identifications that normally keep me stuck in a limited sense of self, stuck in an identity which is separate from everything and everyone, which means that I am in a world of limited resources, competing for those resources, constantly under threat, constantly experiencing anxiety and worry, and always wanting to connect with others, but at the same time, those others can be threatening, they can be scary, they can diminish me in some kind of way with their opinions, with their, capacities to make me less in some way. And, these are just a few of the ways in which these patterns get reinforced. And again, nothing wrong with the ego, nothing wrong with having an identity. But if I want to see through and self-realize and actually know who and what I am beyond identification, and this is one of the ways that I can begin to unravel that, is to notice there's subject and object. Obviously, you are the subject of your life. You are the one having the experience. But again, part of that experience is having a name, having a body, right? Having a past, having a history, having feelings and thoughts. Once again, if you can be aware of those, then that's not what you are. So you're not your body because you can be aware of the body. You're not your mind because you can be aware of the mind and the contents of the mind. You're not your history and memories because, again, those are all things that you are aware of. But what is it that is aware of those things? What is it that is not the body, that's not the mind, that's not thought, that's not contained within the mind, that isn't subject to birth and death? What is it? If you look, as one of my teachers says, turn the light around and notice what is looking, what is seeing. What is it? Well, it's not an it, but it can be perceived. It can be known to you. if you're willing. So, I guess that's enough. Once again, beautiful day. If this has no interest in you, if this doesn't bring up any curiosity in you, no problem. No need to force it. Some people will live their entire lives and never have any interest in questioning these things. They'll never have any interest in discovering who they truly are. They're just, like most people, trying to get a little happier, get a little more money, improve their relationships a little bit, improve their work life a little bit, get a little bigger home, a little bigger car, whatever it is that you want in life. You want a little bit more of this, a little bit more of that. But at a certain point in spiritual development, we begin to be dissatisfied with just that. Whoa, check that out. We're in an echo chamber. So if you are at a point where you're starting to recognize that maybe there's something more to this life, maybe there's something more to know about who I am and what this whole life experience is about, then you'll probably be at a point where you're starting to wonder about these things, starting to ask the questions, who am I? What am I? How did I get here? What is the point of all this? There's more to it than just going through the motions, trying to get a little bit better, trying to make sequential increases to the happiness and fulfillment in your life. And you're ready to have an evolutionary leap of self-discovery. So if that's you, you probably watched this far, and I appreciate you. And if not, I'm probably not speaking to you anyway, so it doesn't matter. All right, so have a beautiful, wonderful day. I'm gonna do the same. Until then, until next time, my friends, peace, much love. Oh yeah, share this video if you think it might help somebody. Give it a like, subscribe. That's awesome for me. Certainly helps my algorithms. I don't want to forget that. But in the meantime, love you guys. Have a great one. Talk to you later.